Hello there, a very good evening to you. Thank you so much for watching the Uganda Catholic Television. My name is Sande Gloria Aboch, and I am here to present to you the Tuesday edition of Uctv News. And to start with, the Archbishop of Kampala, His Grace Paul Semogerere, has expressed deep concern over the rising neglect and abandonment of children, especially by the boy child, despite modern advancements in society. He urged the faithful to respond to Pope Francis's call to be pilgrims of hope by showing compassion and supporting vulnerable children. The Archbishop made the appeal while launching the third edition of the Nsambya Babies Home Charity Walk set for July 26th of 2025. The annual fundraiser seeks to support the welfare of 26 children currently housed at Nsambya Babies Home, a Catholic-run facility under the Child Welfare and Adoption Society.
As a demonstration of the Church's commitment to promoting child safety in the society, the Archbishop of Kampala Archdiocese, His Grace Paul Semogerere, together with the Vicar General, Monsignor Charles Kasibante, and other religious leaders, braved today's rainy morning to launch this year's Nsambya Babies Home fundraising charity walk, slated for the 26th of this coming July. Before the official launch, the Archbishop decried the growing tendency among parents to abandon their children despite the progress of modern civilization. He further expressed concern that, in many cases, it's the boy child who is more frequently affected by this vice, as reflected in the number of children currently at the home, where 17 of the 26 are boys.
Okulaba abaana nga bole basinga okubeera abandi buzaaliwa tubere mu masomero basinga abandi ddala primary, naye mu kubasuula abazadde basinga kusuula balenzi. Simanyi nsonga lwaki ate nga twetaaga abaana abalenzi ku mulimu gwaffe guno okubakuza n'obuvunaanyizibwa. Tusaba nti abatwala batwale ku baana abalenzi okubeera nga nabo batwala abakuze bulungi era kubeetaaga mu nsi yaffe.
In the past 2 years, Nsambya Babies Home has successfully reintegrated 198 children into their communities, fostered 36, and reunited 162 with their biological families, out of the 262 adopted children. According to Sister Mary Teddy Nachanzi, the home's administrator, this progress is attributed to the annual support generated from the fundraising charity walk.
The total number for 2 years which has been cared for is 262. Then those who have been united and 162 fostered, 36 of them, and the total number which has been reintegrated in the community is 198. We thank God, and this has been possible because of your support.
Citing annual crime report statistics for the Kampala metropolitan area, Luko Wesigire, the deputy spokesperson of Kampala Metropolitan Police, emphasized the continued importance of Nsambya Babies Home services, noting that cases of child neglect remain high, as Kasangata alone recorded a staggering 75 cases of child neglect in the past year.
The numbers, of course, keep on increasing every year, but in particular, I want to also come out and commend parents for the year 2024 that we left. Our statistics show us that Kampala Metropolitan or Kampala itself registered a few cases of child desertion. Now, child desertion is where a parent just leaves the child without reason, without anything. The parent is alive, they're out there, but they just abandon these children. So
it's against this background that His Grace Paul Semogerere implored the faithful to extend hope to the abandoned children, urging them to make a lasting impact on society by coming together in the spirit of St. Vincent de Paul, who is widely known as a champion of the poor.
Twebaza Katonda ekirabo eky'obuzadde, naye ate kitwennyamiza okulaba abamu nga basuula abaana bano ekirabo ekiva ewa Katonda. n'olwekyo abansambya babies home bayimirira okutuusa essuubi n'okuwonya mu kiseera kino ekyo abaana basinga okwetaagira obuyambi nga twanukula omulanga gwa Papa Francis ogw'omwaka guno okubeera abalamazi ab'essuubi.
The forthcoming charity walk has already attracted several sponsors, including Centenary Bank, Pax Insurance, MTN Momo, Crown Beverages, Akamba and Movit, among others. These partners have pledged their full support to ensure the fundraising drive is a success and significantly contributes to the welfare of the children.
Ateranga founding fathers of the bank nga bwe baki era bank eno batandisewo okulaba nti eyamba omuntu owa bulijjo mu by'ensimbi n'ebirala byonna eby'obuntu era kyekirimu n'ekyokulaba nti abaana aba bafunye obuzibu bayambibwa era kyoba olaba nti kaseera bwe tuyitibwa twenyigiramu omulundi gwakusatu era tusuubira tujja kwenyigiramu era twongere okulaba nti tukwatira wamu n'abantu abaagala emirembe
nga tuli ku mulamwa gwe gumu. Era ffe twali twakanya ne sista nti okumala emyaka 5 tugenda kuba tuli ku kintu kyekimu kino era n'omwaka guno tukomyewo tweyamba miliyoni 10 nga twazigabanyamu emirundi 5 nga buli mwaka miliyoni 2
bwe twawulira omulanga guno twasalawo twalaba nga tekimala ogamba obuganda nti katulindirize ssente naye twasalawo twetabe mu kudduka kuno.
Tusooka kavinga ngamba nti no Crown Beverages abakozi ba Pepsi, Mountain Dew ne Nirvana bagenda yimirira n'omulamwa era bagenda tambula naffe.
Ajja kuyamba mu ngeri yonna gy'atunaaba tusobodde ate nga tugenda kuleeta ne ba staff baffe bonna ab'ebitongole byonna ba kampuni zonna omulundi guno tubeerewo.
Tutambudde ne Zambia Babies Home okumala kati guno mwaka gwa 3 kubanga twaje mu 2023 ne last year ne guno mwaka tuzze.
This fundraising charity walk will be the third of this kind, aimed at raising funds to support the welfare of the children at Zambia Babies Home. The proceeds will go toward medical care, family tracing, reunification, foster care, and adoption services. Joseph Kabale, Uctv News.
Thank you.
Uctv International has partnered with the Buganda Kingdom through a newly signed Memorandum of Understanding aimed at promoting eco-friendly agricultural practices that enhance both crop productivity and environmental conservation. Speaking on behalf of the Kingdom's Prime Minister, Second Deputy Prime Minister Uctv Robert Wagwansibirwa has welcomed the collaboration, emphasizing its potential to empower farmers, particularly through initiatives like Emwanyi Terimba. He urged farmers to embrace modern agricultural innovations, stressing that today's farming challenges demand contemporary solutions.
We are committed to working closely with the Kingdom to identify areas of need and develop tailored solutions to meet the Kingdom's specific needs and the needs of its people. And we believe that sustainable development is key to achieving these sustainable development goals. And our partnership is a step in the right direction. Innovation and technology are critical drivers of development, and we are committed to leveraging innovation and technology to support sustainable development and create jobs, stimulate economic growth, and improve the lives of the people of Uganda.
You can't have productivity without inputs. And one of the key inputs is water. Water for production. So this aligns very well with our strategic goal number 11. And also, strategic goal number 12 is about protecting and preserving our environment and nature. Again, His Majesty the Kabaka of Buganda and the leadership, we believe that this is our most treasured aspect as a nation, as a people. Without our environment, there won't be a kingdom, there won't be people, and everything we like and we treasure. So this partnership is aligned with the kingdom's vision and strategy. Let us not sleep tetubongota.
So I want to welcome Uctv in its partnership with the Buganda Kingdom to change productivity by providing water in production. The youth in Buganda must encompass new technologies in order to improve their yields and also to earn more from the acreage. So if you don't change the way you do things, we will not change our incomes. So I urge you, the youth, to change, adopt technology, use irrigation, use the solar systems for us to be able to gain more from our areas.
So in this partnership, we are also promoting the use of renewable energy like solar for different importances like lighting, cooking and everything else. So we hope that, and actually we believe, that together with Uctv International Limited and the Kingdom of Buganda, through our ministry, which is the Ministry of Water, Environment, Gender and Bulungi Bwansi, we are going to implement this partnership and ensure there is clean, sufficient water, there is enough water for irrigation, and the use of clean energy to benefit us for our health, and not only that, but for the good of the environment.
Kadde wange Katikkiro nga wetussa omukono ku ndagaano eyo nga bawanyisiganya ebiwandiiko ebiraga nti Obwakabaka bugenda kukolera wamu ne Uctv International.
A group of consecrated men and women in Lira Diocese have participated in a workshop held at the Apostolic Social Center in Lira aimed at strengthening efforts to combat human trafficking in society. Organized by the Anti-Human Trafficking Network Uganda Limited, the workshop brought together priests and consecrated women from various parishes and convents across the diocese to raise awareness and build capacity in addressing this growing concern, as Father Isaac Ojok reports.
Human trafficking is the illegal transportation of people by force or deception for exploitation, such as labor or organ removal. It is a global challenge, the reason why many organizations, religious institutes are coming to work in collaboration to combat the practice. Among the organizations fighting the practice is the Anti-Human Trafficking Network Uganda Limited, currently engaging religious men and women to eliminate human trafficking in the country. On Monday, 5th May 2025, a workshop on human trafficking was attended by priests and religious women in Lira Diocese in a move to fight human trafficking in the society. The workshop was facilitated by Mr. Bwambale Oswarudo, the National Advocacy Officer at St. Bakita Anti-Human Trafficking Network Uganda. He revealed the purpose of the workshop in an interview.
Today we are here in Lira meeting the religious, the clergymen of Lira Diocese to continue sensitizing and creating awareness about human trafficking, which is the modern day slavery, and majorly we have been focusing on bringing them on board to all of us use our platforms to create awareness and say no to human trafficking.
He appealed for collaboration among different stakeholders in the community in a move to combat the practice.
Human trafficking is real, and a few successful stories because your neighbor's sister, your neighbor's daughter is successful does not mean that others are not really suffering out there. We should all work hand in hand. We join our efforts to fight this leprosy, to fight this evil which is eating up our country, which is human trafficking.
Reverend Father Roger Sukelo, the chairperson Anti-Human Trafficking Lira Diocese, disclosed that the workshop focused mainly on the scope and the ways of fighting human trafficking.
We were looking at the extent of human trafficking and then how we can get involved into fighting this modern day slavery. And as the religious leaders, we are moved into this act because we see a human being created in the image of God being degraded and reduced to the level of an object of manipulation, an object of making financial gains, an object of profiting from by those who have low image of human being in their own dealing.
Some participants shared what they learned and what stood out for them at the workshop.
I'm Sister Sylvia Aikol from Missionary Sisters of Mary Mother of the Church. It has been a very nice workshop, and I've been encouraged that my part is to pray for them.
I'm Sister Osmari Judith, Missionary Sisters of Mary Mother of the Church. Indeed, it was very powerful and encouraging. I have learned a lot out of it.
Reverend Father Dr. Polycarp Opio, the chairperson Lira Diocesan Priest Association, while closing the workshop on behalf of the Bishop of Lira Diocese, appealed to participants to be ambassadors in preventing human trafficking.
I think by now you know that human trafficking is a challenge. In the past we used to think of people abducted and taken in line, but this time it has taken on a new shape, a modern shape. And I think you have also learned about the 4 P's. And one among which is very important is prevention, which is very key in human trafficking. So you as a group of people who have been trained, you have a mandate to go out and exercise one of these 4 P's or even more.
He underscored the importance of collaboration with different stakeholders in preventing human trafficking.
And one which is also important is partnership. That's why we thank very much this team for sacrificing their time to come and be with us. And hopefully this will kickstart the process of us being partners in this process of prevention of human trafficking.
Father Isaac Kojok for UCTV News in Lira Diocese.
More local stories continue after these short messages.
UCTV, good news for all.
You are watching UCTV, good news for all. For this and more, tune in to Kasese Get Radio 100.5 in Western Region, located at the hill of the Diocese of Kasese. KGR brings you all Catholic programs and an advertising platform in all our radio shows like Good Morning Renzori, Chama Towoka, Ukute, the business show, Propeller, the Rico show and sports, Evaluation, Bahinga Bakuluka, Late Night Show, and many others. Our other services include Isuzu Tipa, a Noah car, public address system, live band, Omokekera, an audio recording studio, and outside live broadcast. For more information, call 0773 597 166 or visit our website www.kasesegatradio.com. Kasese Radio, Omusondoria, the voice of truth.
Welcome back. UCTV News continues. The Joint Staff Policy and Strategy in the Uganda People's Defense Forces, Major General Don William Namasa has applauded the enduring military partnership between Uganda and Ghana, crediting Ghana for its significant contribution to the professional growth of the UPDF officers. Speaking on behalf of the Chief of Defense Forces, General Mohozi Kaine Rugaba, Major General Namasa addressed a delegation of 37 students from the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College during their visit to the Defense Intelligence and Security Headquarters in Embuya.
UPDF and the Ghanaian forces have a very rich history, and we cannot take it for granted. You have helped in a number of areas. You have helped the UPDF in a number of areas that include operations, professionalization, as well as career development. To mention but a few, Many years ago, when UPDF was deploying in Liberia, during ECMOC, we have never forgotten the reception that we received from Ghanaian forces. UPDF was deploying in a very strange environment, but we felt home on arrival on account of your reception, the Ghanaian forces. Now, regarding professionalization or career development, a very good number of our general officers and senior officers have attended their grade 2 in Ghana. All that I attributed to the relationship between both UPDF and the Ghanaian forces, which we cannot take for granted. I thank you very much in a special way for first and foremost choosing to visit Uganda. You had a number of options, but you directed your visit, you studied toward Uganda. That's not something that we need, that's not a mean consideration. So I thank you for that. Secondly, I thank you for accepting to help us build our career, training our people who are helping us to build our institution. Now, to the students, I think you are the most lucky. I think you had the list I read, but I only read 10%. There are several others that I didn't mention that have graduated from where you are. So where do you envisage, where do you see your career? Where do you see your career heading? We're talking of ministers, CDFs, who pass through the same institute, the same college where you are now. So what is your expectations? All that will be achieved if you remain focused and professional and maintain discipline. The security forces do not require a lot. You don't have to hustle so much for you to get where we are, to become a general.
The representative of the Chief of Defense Forces, General Danawasa, generals here present, very senior officers, once again say good morning and thank you for making time to be with us today. General, want to say a very big thank you for the very kind words said about the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College, and indeed the relationship that exists between the Ghana Armed Forces and the Ugandan People Defense Forces. It is indeed heartwarming and humbling to learn that alumni of the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College have gone on to become CDF, leading on to ministers. Others who are still presently serving, Chief of Staff of the Ugandan Air Force, the various commandants and occupants of very high positions in your defense forces. Indeed, for those who are retiring, I think that in the next few years when we come back to Uganda, we'll be pleased to hear that their successes are also products of the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College.
And that's it from our international news highlights. Before we go for a break, it is time for Today in History. And with the ROM reports wraps up our Tuesday edition of UCTV News. My name is Sanjay Gloria Aboch, and I wish you a very good night.